Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pokestraya YouTube channel. I am Jordan Bamford and today I'm going to be taking a look at a revised deck. I played this a little while back on the channel, made a couple of changes. As you'll notice from this list, there isn't any breakpoint cards in it, and the main reason for that is because there isn't any that I really wanted to play in here. I feel like this deck is still strong and it's still decent in standard, but I don't think there's any breakpoint cards that I really wanted to put in here. There are a couple of cool techs that you could work into here, but I think for now this does the job just fine. So this is Mega Rayquaza, which has been such a dominant deck ever since like Rolling Skies came out. It wasn't as good as what people thought it was originally going to be. However, it's still very strong. Did well at Worlds and well at Australian Nationals. So I'm going to be looking over it today again. So if you're a regular viewer of the channel, you might have seen this deck before. Basically, this Mega Rayquaza allows you to evolve at first turn, and also has a really nice attack, Emerald Break, which does 30 times the number of bench Pokemon. So comboed with the card Skyfield, which allows us to have 8 bench Pokemon, we just have a bunch of bench Pokemon to use this Emerald Break attack. Now, while there are a couple of problems with this, such as things like Delinquent and Counter Stadiums and Parallel City, which drop us down from our 8 to possibly 3 Pokemon, there are ways to get around it. Like we've got the Sacred Ash in here to shuffle things back in, but we'll get to all that items in a second. So in here I've got 2 Mega Rayquazas and 3 Rayquazas. I played 2 of the Dragon one just because I felt like in the Night March matchup this would be a bit better to have. It's very situational, but I think just having the non-weakness to lightning as well as 180 HP is pretty good. However, this Rayquaza here is still very good with his intensifying burn attack, which does 10 plus 50 more if the opponent's Pokemon is an active EX. It doesn't really matter too much because usually you kind of get a turn 1 Mega Ray, but it's still nice to have the Dragon one. I just wanted to put it in here. Can also knock out Joltix really easily. So moving on from that, we play 4 Shamans, not 5. So the 4 Shamans is really standard in these decks. They take up 4 bench spots, which are great, help us draw through our deck super quick, so it's really good to have in here. Have a 1/1 Altaria line. This card is like debatable whether it should be in here. I've always tried to fit room for just a 1/1 line, just because there's so many strong electric Pokemon, Manectric being one, Joltik being the other, that just kind of ruin Mega Ray. However, I do have a better card for the Night March matchup. You can't always rely on Altaria, and that's where Yveltal comes into play. Now, not only does Yveltal act as Energy Acceleration, a bench sitter, but this is so good in the Night March matchup, and this is really the only reason why Yveltal is actually in here for the Night March matchup, or if you really need it. It could be good against like things like Vespiquen, and I don't know, it's just good in here as a non-EX attacker. I like it in here. We also have a 2/2 Zoroark line. Now this is something I added into the deck recently. This stand-in ability is great with Mega Ray, as well as this Mind Jack. If you play the Skyfield and your opponent just fills up their bench, you can Mind Jack for a lot of damage. Another great bench sitter. And then 2 Hooper EX. So the 2 Hoopers in here just so you can really not only use this as a bench sitter, but quickly accelerate your Mega Rays and Shamans onto the field. Moving on to the items, we've got 2 Battle Compressor. Basically, you just want to drop your Dark Energies and use Mega Turbo to get them back into play onto your Mega Ray turn 1. That's the whole combo. I play 3 Mega Turbo. I find that you really get into them quite early on and you don't need more than 3. Then play the 1 Sacred Ash. Could probably up this to 2 just in case of things such as Parallel City, which drop our bench size down. You can just shuffle Pokemon back in, it's really good. 4 Ultra Ball is standard just to get the things we need. 4 VS Seeker standard. 1 AZ, 1 Hex, 1 Judge, 1 Xerosic. AZs to reuse Shamans or heal Rayquaza. Hex Maniac is to stop abilities. Hex Quasar was pretty big last year, so you know, maybe you can. It's pretty good in a lot of different matchups, and Hex Maniac in general is just a good card. 1 Judge, just drop your opponent down to 4 if you really need to. Disruption. 06 in here for things such as Focus Sash, which is going to let your opponent live. You really just want to be taking knockout after knockout after knockout with this thing, and with Xerosic you can do that. Then 2 Lysanders, bring up the targets that you want, as well as the 2 Sycamore. You really don't need more than 2. Now, I'm usually a guy who plays 4 Sycamore in almost every single deck. However, there are a few exceptions. This is one, Night March is the other, and YZG is the other one for that. But usually, other than that, I play 4 Sycamore. So I only play the 2 in here because with 4 Shaman and the 2 Hooper, you kind of get to them pretty quick. Then play 4 Skyfield. That's standard in this deck. Unless you play Ninetales, then you could probably, if there's no Night March around your area, you could probably take out the Evil Toll for maybe like, I don't know, something else, and a 1/1 Ninetales line, just so you can drop your Skyfield down to 3 if you really want to. Then play the 2 Floatstone just so Zoroark can free retreat. It's pretty nice to have. 3 Rayquaza Spirit Links just for consistency. You could drop this down to 2 just because you only play the 2 Megas, but I think having 3 is just a bit better. 4 Double Colors and 5 Dark Energy, and that is the energy count. Double Colors pretty obvious, just need the Colorless Attack, and Dark Energy is just so we can use Oblivion Wing here. Alright, so that is my Mega Ray deck. Now, because today's Wednesday, and I would usually just be doing a random TCG video, I decided I'd jump into a tournament today, see how we go, and play that out, so I'll join you for that. Alrighty, so here we go with round 1 of this tournament that we're doing. We get to call the flip. Usually with Mega Ray, it doesn't honestly matter too much. You'd prefer to go first just so you can get your setup going, but you can pull off the first turn Mega Ray knockout, so if we can get that going, that'd be pretty cool. We are probably not going to get that going. Alright, so my opponent had no basics, so that's kind of cool. Do start with the Evil Toll. We do have the Sycamore. We're going up against Greninja Break. Not a matchup I have tested against before. However, I can easily target Shamans if I can't knock out Greninjas early on. Alright, so fantastic. So we do start with the Evil Toll. My opponent is mulligan in a bunch, which is fantastic. I'm going to be able to draw a really good hand. Well, a really big hand. I don't know if it's going to be a necessarily good hand. We are going second, so we're going to be able to potentially pull off the first turn KO with a Mega Ray. Let's see. I'll bench this one. I will not bench the other 2 because they are setup cards that are not useful at this point. Alright, so my opponent's going to start Froakie. Alright, so I don't really know what I'm going to do, because Shaman's useless at this point. If I can draw an Ultra Ball, that'd be great. That's really what I'm hoping to top deck. I'm going to see the first turn Wally into the Octillery, which is odd. I assumed they would have gone into the Froakie so they could get the whole setup going here, but they decided not to do that. And we draw a Hex. So I don't think I'm going to play the Shaman down. I think I'm just going to Hooper. And I'm just going to grab Mega Ray. Just going to grab a Rayquaza and another Rayquaza. That's all we'll do. There's no point in me playing a Shaman down that's not going to help me draw cards, so... Well, actually, no, it's not going to help. So I'm just going to dump it, and the reason for that is because of Giant Water Shuriken, it can easily knock out Shamans, so there's no real point of me playing it at this point. So we can go double colors down here, we can... Sure, we can put this down. We can Hooper. Yes, I'm only going to grab 1 card right now, and that's going to be... how many cards, how many bed spaces do I have? I'm going to take 2 Shamans. And then I've got the Ultra Ball in hand. So I can lower my hand size down slightly. So I really want to hit Floatstone, and... I'd love to hit a Spirit Link and Floatstone off these Shamans. We'll take the Mega Ray. I won't evolve just yet. We'll Shaman to draw for 3 cards. And then we've got another Shaman to play. We don't hit anything of that one. We can go for another Shaman. Alrighty, come on. Give me something good. And we just see AZ, so no, terrible. So I'm just going to Mega, and that will end my turn. Okay. So that's a little disappointing that I wasn't able to knock out this Froakie, because now this is going to allow for this to happen. This Water Duplicates attack. If they can get the Water Energy down, they didn't attach any energy last turn, so if they don't get anything, we might be able to get something going. Now I'm a little hesitant to... I can either play the double colors down on here and retreat for the guarantee, almost guaranteed. And you know what, I think I will do that. There's not a guarantee that I'll grab a float stone. Almost, I think I've got a better chance of grabbing a Mega Turbo than I do a float stone. So I'm just going to take the Sycamore and I'm just going to play the Sycamore. My opponent really doesn't have anything going for them, so as I said, better chance of me grabbing that than I was a float stone. We can get another Mega down as well, which is fantastic. I just dropped this Altarian Zoroark. They're not going to be too helpful in this match, solely for the fact that it's too late to get them set up into the game, and Mega Ray at this point is just going to be more useful to me. And now I can retreat and then Mega Turbo onto this Mega Ray and get a knockout on this. I haven't gone... Yeah, we've got 18 cards left in deck, so we should be fine. Alright, so we'll get the Dark down onto this Mega Ray here, and we can Emerald Break for the KO to that Frogadier. 240 damage. Alright, and take our first prize. So my opponent has not done anything yet, so we should be pretty good. If I could draw into a Lysander, that'd be great. I could target down that Octillery. So they're just going to Megaphone, which doesn't matter too much for me. Super odd. So this is just to get the Abyssal Hand going. You know, draw some more cards. If I could get this thing up, then that would probably force them just to concede, because they wouldn't... Yep, okay, so they're going to concede anyway. They couldn't draw into anything, so we win the first one. Alright, so all those games went really quickly, so we get a minute, so I'll just skip to when the games actually start. So I'll see you for round 2. Alrighty, so there's just 5 seconds before round 2 gets underway. So here we go. We are going up against Kato Kid. I'm playing a dark deck, so I assume it's like an Eviltoll variant of some sort. But you never really know, it could be like a Zoroark build. I don't know too much. Okay, so we will go first. I don't know why that didn't click the first time. Alright, so we start with Eviltoll again. Not actually a bad hand though. I might actually be able to Oblivion Wing this game. So this is like one of the things I don't really know about, is that Eviltoll's only in here for one specific matchup, and that is the Night March match. So straight away we're going up against a Malamar build, so maybe I'll take things a bit slower in this build. I also really want to get Zoroark going this game, if possible. I've got two Rayquaza's prize and a Mega Ray prize. That sucks. However, I do have a couple of things I can do this turn. A first turn Judge seems pretty appealing to me, so we can get the first turn Mega Ray out. Okay, and put the Dark down onto the Eviltoll, and then we can Shaman to draw 3. Now, I'm tempted to play the Judge here. Well, yeah, I'm going to Ultra Ball away Hex and the Skyfield. And I'm going to take a Zorua, and then I'm just going to Judge. So I am taking things a little bit more slow paced this game than I did last. Just because Zorua and Zoroark's going to be more useful to me than Shaman would be. Alright, so we draw into some pretty nice stuff right now. So I can actually Ultra Ball away this Eviltoll, another Skyfield, which kind of sucks to drop another one. Hopefully we won't get Counter Stadiumed. But it honestly shouldn't matter too much. I'm not too worried about the Counter Stadium at this point. So we're going to Shaman to draw 5. Alright, so we want to see a Battle Compressor. We don't see the Battle Compressor, but we do see some other things we can play. Do we have any Dark Energies in here? Nope. Alright, so now we can just pass turn. Okay, so this is going to confuse us next turn. Dark comes down onto the Inkay. Shaman for 3. Get a full art Shaman. Would you look at that? I don't have any of those. I traded mine. Ooh. They are gonna have to Counter Stadium. I played Dark Energy. I've dropped 3 Skyfields in my first turn. Oh well. I'm not too fast. Now we're gonna see a Professor Birch's Observations. And Heads. Alright, so... Ooh, that's not... well, actually... that doesn't bother me too much. Just because now I'm going to Oblivion Wing if I can. I can risk an Oblivion Wing. That doesn't help me. You know what? I'm just going to risk an Oblivion Wing. If I flip tails... thank God for that. So we're going to flip heads, hit the 30 and get a Dark Energy down onto this Mega Ray. Alright. So, next time I can potentially Ultra Ball for the Zoroark if I can draw into like a supporter. So we can see the upside down evolution. I have a feeling this is a mill deck, isn't it? No? Okay. It is not the Malamar that I thought it was. What does this one do? Put card from your discard pile into your hand. Okay, so it's going to be like some sort of a energy denial deck. That doesn't really work against Mega Ray, especially with Evil Toll in it. Energy denial versus Evil Toll is not the greatest match for my opponent, so like even if they get Crushing Hammers, they'll probably just get rid of this one on the Mega Ray. No, they get rid of the actives. Ooh, nice. But even still, they can still do stuff. So we're gonna hit for 30. Alright, so now I really want to draw into a supporter and we see the Sycamore. So I'm going to Mega Turbo. Alright. Do I play this here? Do I play this here? I'm just going to put it onto the Zorua because I feel like I've got a greater chance of top decking the Zoroark than I do anything else, so... Well, I was wrong. I was completely wrong. That was a horrible Sycamore. That is so bad. I can't believe how bad that is. I've got the VSic for another Sycamore, but that's about it. We're going to see another Crushing, Heads. Probably get rid of the double color summers. No, they get rid of the Mega Rays. That's okay, I think I'll attack with Zoroark for a while. Would like to draw another Hypnotoxic Laser. Another Skyfield. I know I dropped 3 early game, which is unfortunate. I was kind of forced to though. But look, I'm not too fussed about it. I'm easily going to be able to knock out this Malamar next turn, hopefully, if I can draw the Zoroark. If not, I can easily, well, I say easily. It's not going to be easy. So this is just an energy denial deck, just recycling, Crushing Hammers. So we see the Floatstone, great, we can put that down onto the Evil Toll. And the reason I put it there was just in case I do whiff the Zoroark off this Sycamore that I'm going to do. I could judge, but I'll Sycamore. So I'm going to drop a couple of valuable resources here in the process of doing this. But overall I don't think it matters too much. And we see the Ultra Bowl for the Hooper and the Battle Compressor. Don't think Battle Compressor is too important right now. We'll take the Zoroark. Alright, so basically we do have a Lysander for the Shaman. And I just kind of want to goat my opponent into putting up Malamar EX. Because that can be quite the easy knockout for Mega Ray. Alright, so we're just going to Mind Jack for the KO. Would not mind the Skyfield off these prize cards if I could. Though I don't think I'd play it just because I don't really have anything to gain value off of it. Hit the Compressor, that's alright. Maybe I can thin the deck a little bit. Malamar comes the active. Alright, so I can easily just retreat this for 2. Oh no I can't, we're gonna get put to sleep. Malamar EX. Forgot about that. Damn, I should have gone into the Mega Ray. So we're going to see a Crushing Hammer. Finally they flip a Tails. They've flipped like 4 heads so far. Alright, so we're going to see the VS Seeker for the Birch's Observations. And we're going to see another Birch's Observations. Alright. I'm not honestly too worried about anything at this point. And they bench another Shaman, which is just perfect for me. If I can flip heads on this sleep roll, we're going to be golden. Otherwise I have to VSic for like AZ, which is something I don't want to do. I mean I could do it, but hopefully we can flip heads. And will they take back the Crushing on the Enhance? They're going to take back the VS Seeker. We flip Tails, so now I have to take... Unfortunately, I have to take a... Ooh, do I have the AZ? Let's just Battle Compressor anyway, just in case I don't have the AZ in there. we can drop it from the deck, so we didn't, so glad I checked that. So I'm just going to drop the AZ. I've got the VS Seeker for it, and then I also have the VS Seeker for the Lysanders on these guys, so we should be pretty good. So I'm just going to AZ this Zoroark, so then I can individually evolve it. We'll go up into the Mega Ray, put back down the Zorua. I'm going to put the Dark Energy onto this Mega Ray, and then we're going to Emerald Break. Alright. So I know in the prizes I got a couple of rays in here. We see the other Lysander. So 3 of my prize cards are now rays. Fantastic. You got the Lys. Ooh, you're gonna put me to sleep. I got the Zoroark. I got the double colors. So as long as I get the Megaphone, okay. As long as none of my energies get dropped off this ray, except for a Dark Energy, I wouldn't mind that, then we shouldn't be too bad. I can just, at this point I can just Lysander Shamans. So as long as we don't see an E-Hammer, we should be pretty good. You see the Crushing, Flip Tails, yes! And a Maximar, so it doesn't even matter how many heads they flip. They do flip 3 tails, which is so unfortunate. We flipped the Sleep Tails, but that's okay. So now at this point I can just go Zoroark, double colors onto the Zoroark, Lysander a Shaman. Can I Mindjack a Shaman? No, I don't really want to Mindjack a Shaman anyway. So I'm just going to stand in, and then I'm going to retreat for the double colors into the Mega Ray, and then I can Emerald Break for the knockout onto that Shaman. I've also got another Lysander for another Shaman. So I think at this point we basically win as long as we don't get locked. We see the Mega Turbo and another Ray. So Mega Turbo almost guarantees it that we'll get it, as long as we can find a way to retreat this Zoroark next turn. If we flip tails on this sleep, then we have to find some other method of retreating next turn, and that would be top decking the Float Stone in deck. So we're gonna see a Skylar now for an Enhanced Hammer. I'll drop my double colors. I do have the Dark Energy, so if I flip heads, we're great. If I flip tails, we just kind of have to wait a turn, which would be scary, as long as I don't... well, they flip 3 tails once again, only doing 60 damage to our Mega Ray. We flip heads on the sleep, so we win. We're going into the finals with Mega Ray, and I drew the Float Stone, which is what I needed. So we can go Dark, and we can Lysander Shaman. And we can Emerald Break for the game. My opponent did not take a prize. We didn't drop a prize with Mega Ray. Alrighty. On to the finals. And there was my final 2 Rayquazas. So I'm not too fussed if I don't win the finals. Okay, so we're about to begin straight away. So I'll just cut to when the finals begins against Techno Eagle AX. Alrighty, so we've got 5 minutes before the round starts. Hopefully we can pick up the win with Mega Ray. I always enjoy playing Mega Ray. I find it to be really quick and really fun to play. As I said earlier, I'm a little undecisive about Yveltal. It's great in the Night March matchup, but other than that, it doesn't serve too much of a purpose. Maybe I should drop the Yveltals to 2 just for the Night March match. But even still in the Night March match, you can really get around things. Like, I know Joltik can hit for weakness, but if you can get the Altaria and they just never get anything... This hand is something I need. This is perfect. Like, everything I need is in this hand, except for the Spirit Link. I wish this Ultra Ball was a Spirit Link. Unless I top deck a Spirit Link, that'd be fantastic. Even if the Shaman was a Spirit Link. Alright, so I've got a lot I can do. I don't know if I'm starting. I am. So we're going to go double colors. We're going to go Skyfield. And this is Mewtwo Yveltal. So we're going to Ultra Ball right now. I'm going to get rid of the Ultra Ball and the double colors. I kind of want to get the first turn Judge off, if possible. So I've got a couple of... yeah, I've got the things I need in here. So we're just going to take a Hooper. Alrighty, and then we can grab a couple of EXs. I'm not too sure what I want to take. Definitely want to take another Ray, maybe a Shaman, and we'll take another Ray. So we'll just grab these Rays and a Shaman. I do have another Shaman in hand. Not sure if I really want to play that straight away. I might end up playing it. We'll find out. So I'm going to drop both these Rays. And I don't know how Ray goes against Yveltal. I think it's got a pretty good matchup against Yveltal, as long as it's quick. Alrighty, so we see Mega Turbos. Don't know if I want to play the Swablu. I'm just going to play the Shaman to draw 2 cards. And hopefully one of them is a Spirit Link. Yes, it is. I don't really want to bench Yveltal in this game. I'm just going to judge. So straight away throwing my opponent off a little bit just by putting them down to 4. And I do draw into a Shaman and a VS Seeker. So I can next turn get the Judge or Shaman again to draw 3. So this is kind of where the speed from Yveltal comes from Rayquaza comes from. And then we can Battle Compressor. Away a Dark Energy, a Sycamore, and a Dark Energy. The reason I get rid of the Sycamore is because I got the VS Seeker in hand. I don't think I want to bench anything. I can't even do that, so I don't want to retreat. I'm just going to pass turn. Alright, so I really like that starting hand that I got. I really like that opening. I think at this point I'm sitting pretty good as long as my opponent didn't get anything super great off their Judge before. So Dark's going down to Yveltal, and then they're just going to Sycamore, so... Alright, so they're going to get rid of 2 Darks and a Mega Turbo. So we should be able to knock out this Mewtwo next turn. And then it's just Rayquaza's... Okay, so my opponent really has nothing. As long as I can get a Mega... Well, VS Seeker, I could have actually got rid of the AZ and got the Hooper, just to guarantee myself that I would get a Mega. But it doesn't matter too much. I'm going down to 22 cards. I should either get the Hooper or the Mega. Or an Ultra Ball or something. Alrighty, so we get the Mega. Yes. And I also get the Zoroark. With the Float Stone down. And I don't think I really want to play that Hooper at this point. If I could get the Spirit Links down, I would. But, no. We're just going to Emerald Break right now for the KO. Onto that Mewtwo. And take our first 2 prize cards. Alrighty, so I'm feeling pretty confident right now. We see the Lysander, which is fantastic. Which means we can bring up the Yveltal EX. And then we also have the VS Seeker for another Lysander. So I'm feeling quite confident at this point. We're just going to get probably O-Wing this turn for 30. We'll see the Xerosic away the double colors. Okay, I've got the double colors in hand. That's fine. If I could get another Mega Turbo, I'd prefer that, but it doesn't matter too much. My opponent really does not have anything, so they're just going to try and power up that Yveltal EX, which I'm going to knock out this turn, so we're sitting pretty with that. So I'm just going to go double colorless onto this and Lysander this up. And then after that, I think it's just about game. I'm not even going to worry about playing anything else at this point. I'm just going to knock out this Yveltal EX, and we're going to have a really quick finals game, so unless my opponent has an incredible comeback, they can't even Lysander something up to stall because I've just got everything I need. And there's another Spirit Link, pulling another Ray. So, I should be pretty good. There comes an Yveltal EX. I get the VS Seeker for Lysander game. Dark comes down. Professor Birch's observations, so they really need to hit like enhanced hammers and stuff like that. Hammers are really the only thing that would throw me off right now. But I don't know if my opponent really plays hammers. So, I think I win. That was an incredibly quick game for the finals. But it really just shows the speed of Mega Ray. As I said, I don't really know about Yveltal in here. I feel like Yveltal could be easily replaced with something else. But it's got the perfect no match. I actually top deck the Lysander. And then we can just Emerald Break for game. Mega Ray continues to have some ounce of power in the standard format. As I said, there's no breakpoint cards in here. This is entirely breakthrough cards, like from XY to breakthrough. I just don't think there's any breakpoint cards that I would consider adding. There are a couple of different texts that you could probably put in here, but nothing too amazing that would really boost Mega Ray even further to what it is. As I said, Mega Ray is kind of an underrated card in my opinion. It's still very strong, but there are a lot of glaring weaknesses of it, mainly the lightning type weakness. There are ways to get around it, but it's not perfect. It does have a couple of iffy matches such as Night March and Miniature Bats, but that was Mega Rayquaza nonetheless. We win a tournament, and actually I'll go and open up my packs so we can... Ooh, I get my 8th first place trophy. Cool. So let's go into our collection. I've actually got more of these, and let's open up some packs. So we got a Primal Clash and 2 Breakpoint, but I apparently already had a Breakpoint, so we'll open that. Oh, I also have a Fan of Forces. Let's open up these. Let's open up these packs and see what we can get from them. Alrighty, give me a Mega Manectric. Battle Compressor is not too bad. No, we don't get anything. Alright, so we'll go into the Primal Clash pack. I don't really need anything from Primal Clash, but we'll open it anyway, because we want it. Alright. So, oh, we get double res. My Lodic. Oh, not you. Get to reverse my Lodic, which is pretty cool. Now I've got 2 of them. I don't mind having reverse cards. And we can open up some Breakpoint cards here as well. I don't even know what I need from Breakpoint. I'm not too sure. We see Lilligan, so nothing amazing at this point. We see Slowking. I don't mind Slowking. I'll take Slowking. The final pack. Probably nothing interesting, but it could be a good way to send off the video if I pulled a full art OEX. Oh. Yeah, that's a nice way to send off the video. We get a Darkrai and a Gold Duck Break. 2 very cool cards. I might try and build a Gold Duck Break deck one day, so look out for that. Also, a little bit salty, I traded a bunch of stuff to get one of these yesterday, and I pulled one today, so that's still cool. So that was Mega Rayquaza in a tournament environment. I still think it's very good. It's iffy about my list. If you have any recommendations, drop them below. I do enjoy having Evoltolian, but it's so situational that I almost never use it. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and head over to our Facebook page and give us a like on that too. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. So tomorrow is our first installment of an anime or video game related video. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you for watching as always, and see you in the next video.